students. Good morning, students. In the previous video, we have started the chapter in the kingdom of fools. So in this chapter, we come to know that there is a kingdom in which the king and the his ministers were behaving like fools. They have made a very strange kind of law that people will sleep in the daytime and they will work at night. So in that kingdom, a saint and his disciple, they came. So the guru, the saint, he asked the disciple that we should leave the kingdom, but disciple was thinking that we should stay here only. So the guru went off, and the disciple was living here, and he became quite fat after eating again and again. So we will start from one bright day. One bright day, a thief broke into a rich merchant's house. He had made a hole in the wall and sneaked in. So one day, what happened one day? There was a thief. He got into a rich merchant's house. He made a hole in the wall and he got from that way. As he was carrying out his loot, the wall of the old house collapsed on his head and killed him on the spot. But what happened to him? He had done his stealing. He has made the theft. But when he was going out from that way, from that wall, the wall was not that much strong. It was quite weak, and it collapsed. And that thief, he was killed on the spot. His brother ran to the king and complained, "Your Highness, when my brother was pursuing his ancient trade, a wall fell on him and killed him." So thief's brother went to the king, and he said that my brother, he was working on their ancient trade, ancient occupation, ओल्ड ऑक्यूपेशन जो सभी करते आ रहे हैं उनके घर पे. But that wall fell on him and he killed at that moment. This merchant is to blame, means merchant is guilty because that wall was of his house. He should have built a good strong wall. You must punish the wrongdoer and compensate the family for this injustice. So he pleaded to the king, he requested to the king that, "King, you must do justice to us because it is the merchant's mistake. Merchant is guilty. He must have made earlier a strong wall." The king said, "Justice will be done. Don't worry," and at once summoned the owner of the house. So King assured thief's brother that, "I will do the justice," and at that time only that merchant was called off by the king. When the merchant arrived, the king questioned him. So questioning started. "What's your name?" "Such and such, Your Highness." So he told his name. Were you at home when the dead man burgled your house?" Then he asked that when that man came into your house for stealing, were you there? Then he said, "Yes, my lord. He broke in and the wall was weak. It fell on him." Then he told the same thing. The accused pleads guilty. Your wall killed this man's brother. You have murdered a man. We have to punish you. Then they made the decision that the merchant was guilty of killing a man. Then they said, "We have to punish you." "Lord," said the helpless merchant, "I didn't put up the wall." Then that merchant pleaded. That merchant said in a very requested tone that, "My lord, it wasn't me who constructed that wall. It's really the fault of the man who built the wall. It's not my fault at all. It is the fault of the mason who has built this wall. He didn't build it right. You should punish him." Then he suggested that you should give punishment to that person who had made this wall. Then the king asked, "Who is that?" "My lord, this wall was built in my father's time. I know the man. He is an old man now. He lives nearby." Then the merchant replied that this is a very old wall that was built in my father's time when my father was there, and it was made by an old man. Now the man has become old. I know him. He lives nearby. So the king sent out messengers to bring the bricklayer of who had built the wall. They brought him tied hand and foot. So at that time, messengers were sent out to bring that person who has made that wall. So the person was brought in front of king, and his hands were tied and feet were also tied. You there, did you build this man's wall in his father's time? So the king questioned him, is that you who has made that wall in his father's time? Then he said, yes, my lord, I did. I have made that wall. What kind of wall is this that you built? It has fallen on a poor man and killed him. You have murdered him. We have to punish you by death. Then the king said, you have made a very, poor wall. What kind of wall was that collapsed and that killed a person? An innocent man was killed. So we have to punish you. Before the king could order the execution, the poor bricklayer pleaded, please listen to me before you give your orders. It's true, I built this wall and it was no good, but that was because my mind was not on it. Then he said, yes, it's true. That wall was not made properly, and it is not made properly by me, but it's not my fault at all. It is the fault, you know, because my mind was not there. 100% my mind was not there. I remember very well a dancing girl who was going up and down that street all day with her anklets jingling, and I couldn't keep my eyes or my mind on the wall I was building. You must get that dancing girl. I know where she lives. Then the bricklayer man also said, a girl was there who was distracting me. She was dancing here and there, up and down in the street with her twinkling anklets. So it created distraction to me. I was not able to concentrate on the wall. So that girl is guilty. I know where she lives. You are right. The case deepens. We must look into it. It is not easy to judge such complicated cases. Let's get that dancer wherever she is. Then the king said, the case is quite serious and complicated. We should pay proper attention to these kind of cases because it takes time to solve these kind of cases. So, the dancing girl, now an old woman, came trembling to the court. The old woman, because the dancing girl, she has grown old now, she was afraid. She was trembling with fear. Did you walk up and down that street many years ago while the poor man was building a wall? Did you see him? Yes, my lord, I remember it very well. So she confessed, yes, I did so and I remember it quite well. So, you did walk up and down with your anklets jingling. You were young and you distracted him. So he built a bad wall. So she was being accused that you distracted him because you were going up and down with your anklets twinkling or jingling, and he was not able to concentrate on building a good wall. So he made a bad wall. It has fallen on a poor burglar and killed him. So again, he told that it has fallen on that man who was a thief, who was a robber, and it killed him. You have killed an innocent man. You will have to be punished. Then, now the accused became the girl. She thought for a minute and said, my lord, wait, I know why I was walking up and down that street. I have some gold to the goldsmith to make some jewelry for me. He was a lazy scoundrel. He made so many excuses, so he would give it now and he would give it then, and so on all day. So now the girl, she thought for a minute that why I was doing so, why I was moving here and there in the up and down in the street. Then she remembered that I have I had given some gold to the goldsmith to make jewelry, but he was quite lazy. He was not doing his work properly. He was calling me now and then. That's why I was moving up and down all the time. He had made me walk up and down to his house a dozen times. This was when this bricklayer saw me. It's not my fault, my lord. It is the damned goldsmith fault. So students, now all the things, all the blame was on the goldsmith. So students, up to here only we will study. It is a very funny chapter, funny story. We will continue it later. So in the meantime, revise the chapter. Thank you students, have a nice day.